Clint and Brett here from Australian Diesel Mechanic on Road magazine. So I'm here demonstrating the Maxima column lifts, and I just wanted to make sure that it passes the Clinton test. I've got to say I was very impressed with these products actually produced in China. Now quite often we are very critical about some of the Chinese made products, but as you're probably aware, some of the larger manufacturers from Germany and the USA and other parts of the world are actually having their products produced in China. I must let you know this, for a piece of equipment manufactured in China, it's up there with some of the best that I've worked with in the past. First of all, I'd like to just point out a couple of great features of this product were that the actual trolleys themselves, the way you manoeuvre around these column lifts around the workshop floor is very easy. They manoeuvre around tight spots. You can manoeuvre the actual trolley jack itself from side to side without having to pull the actual whole column lift out very far, particularly in tight places, as you can see Lawrence here manoeuvring around the workbench. To give you a bit of an idea of the clearance between the vehicle and the actual lifts themselves, there's a fairly decent gap there. As Lawrence just mentioned to me, one of the issues is with buses, they overhang quite a bit, but they haven't had a problem so far, but there's a piece of rubber pad up there just in case. That gives you a bit of an idea of how close a vehicle can get to the column lift itself. As everyone knows, Clinton is quite a tall bloke. He's 6'5", 198 centimetres in the metric terminology. Most vehicles I walk under, quite often I can't even stand under a normal car hoist, let alone walking through a pit. So you can move freely around, you can work on anything you want to. So nothing better than jumping under a vehicle. I remember the days of crawling under the pit with the old man's workshop. Column lifts are a suitable item in any workshop, even whether you're working on a smaller or a large vehicle, even if you're working on something as small as motorbikes. It's also great because you can manoeuvre these column lifts not only around your workshop, but they have a provision to stick your forks in. And this enables you to lift those column lifts and move them out into the front of the workshop area or out in the road in a situation where the truck was broken down and wasn't able to get into your workshop space. When reviewing products, one of the most important areas that we're going to be thinking about is safety. We need to ensure that this equipment is going to protect your staff and anyone else working in the vicinity of these column lifts. One of the features is that when the column lifts themselves are located in position and the operator goes to activate them, if one of the column lifts is not communicating, this is notified on the screen itself, and it's also notified with an alarm, and will also prevent the lifts from actually lifting or raising or lowering. The operator will then have to wait until all lifts are communicating with each other, and these are communicating via the Wi-Fi connector located at the top of each column lift. As the vehicle lifts off the ground, weight's taken off the suspension, the wheels are going to manoeuvre a bit. An alarm will sound again and the machine will stop moving. The operator will then be able to go around and assess each column lift and make sure they're all in a secure place. They'll then return back and activate the button. Just to wrap up on the safety features, all 4 columns have a secure latch.
We're lowering, and then wherever you stop, then all 4 of them lock. So that's extra safety. Again, unlocks, and going down or up.
And the other functionality, of course, is an emergency shutdown, which as soon as he hits the button, all column lifts lock into place.
That column 3 emergency button activated.
It's definitely value for money, and as I found out from talking to Lawrence today, he backs the product that he's used for a number of years.
Yeah, Clinton, we've needed to purchase another set of lifts, and so we researched, checked out all the options and found these Maxima ones to be very cost effective. We've had them for approximately 3 years now, around about 700 days use, multiple times a day, and to date we haven't had anything go wrong. Been very easy, very simple. Very happy with them, and would recommend them.
So as far as recharging them, how long, do you plug them in every night, overnight, to recharge the batteries on them?
They have on the digital display, they have the screen and it tells you the battery charge, so we keep an eye on that. There's no need to charge them every day. If they're still showing okay charge during the week, we don't bother, and on the weekend put them on charge and last the week.
So I can assure you, from what I've seen today, is that they're definitely happy and very satisfied with the product that's been supplied by Autoequip Australia. I'd recommend anyone that's interested in a mobile column lift capable of lifting a truck and a bus at a 7.5 tonne per column, definitely have a chat to James at Autoequip. He's got a great product, and never underestimate the product, whether it comes out of China or Germany or anywhere in the world at that fact. Well, I'd like to thank the Australian Diesel Mechanic On-Road Magazine and Autoequip Australia for giving me the opportunity to review this great product.